about ready. In fact, they are ready.
Yes, sir.
And if you're not ready, you're in deep trouble there, Robert. This is Robert Turner, an accomplished pianist.
Oh,
I like you guys so much better, you accomplished pianists, than the ones who aren't.
Yes,
you know,
sir.
it always sounds so much better.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
And are
sir.
you from this area, or are you visiting?
I'm from Los Angeles. I'm visiting.
Yeah, well, it's close enough. You can drive up here any day. What part of L.A.? The last group that was just here were L.A. escapees.
Oh, okay.
What part do you live in?
South Central.
South Central.
Yeah.
The jazz capital of L.A.
I don't know about that.
Well, we're really pleased you came up here to visit us today, and let's get started with a song, and we'll try to find out a little bit more about you after that.
All right.
You know, during that whole song, it looked like you were having a really good time.
I'm trying.
So, how did you get started playing the keyboards or piano?
I was a drummer first, and then a friend of mine named Aaron Howard, he's a drummer, and he jumped up and played some shout music, like he played that, and I was like, wow.
I can't do that with this drum.
I recorded it. We recorded it on a little cassette back in 94, 93 or something. And I listened to that tape about 1,000 times, and I wanted to play like that. And a lot of people helped me out. And then also, I like the jazz chords. My music teacher used to, listen to the songs that I like, and he'd get the chords off and everything and show it to me, E flat 7, flat 9 or whatever it is. And then he would show it to me, and then after a while, I'm just playing in church, and I just got,
You hadn't played piano before then?
No, 16. This was high school.
Wow.
11th grade, I think.
You learned pretty well.
I tried.
So do you play around Los Angeles or around the country? Do you tour a lot? What do you do with your career as far as playing for people?
Um, well, I'm all over the place. I play in LA, I play here, play in China.
China.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know why I didn't think of that. So many people do that.
Yeah.
Where do you play? You know, in Shanghai, it was in Shanghai, and we were all looking for something to do one night. We ended up at an Irish pub, of all things, in China.
Yeah.
And where are there clubs you play there, or you do concerts? What do you do in China?
Both. I do concerts, Shanghai Symphony. I was a featured artist for Shanghai Symphony for about a year, and also Sennheiser. I just was a featured artist for Sennheiser Sound. So those are really nice.
Well, yeah.
I think.
You think? Yeah, I think so too. Oh, Shanghai, what a town, man.
Yeah.
So you spent a year there?
3 years.
3 years. So let's see, you're Chinese. How fluent are you?
The door means men, and ni hao means hello.
No, that's the one I got.
Means clap, because, they don't want to clap. You got to make them clap.
Well, we'd like to clap again. You ready to do another tune?
Sure. I wanted to do a song from my CD I recorded in China. This is called China Piano. That's the name of the CD, but the song is called Asia by Steely Dan. I'm sure you know that.
Yes.
So I'm gonna do a little intro first and see what happens.
can't even clap. Jeez. Okay, you'll have to excuse me just one moment. Tim Jackson, calling Tim Jackson. If anybody knows Tim Jackson, call him at home right now and tell him to tune in to KPIG. Tim Jackson alert. Do you know who Tim Jackson is? He runs the Monterey Jazz Festival.
I sent him your CD.
And owns the Kawamba Jazz Center, runs the Kawamba Jazz Center. So.
Oh, cool.
And you should be at both of those.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. It's just fabulous. And how many keyboards do you go through in a show?
Well, you know, as far as the audience knows, they look and they say, oh, this guy is really good because he'll have 6, 7 keyboards set up. So I ask myself, unless they're going to play at least 4 sounds at one time, it's probably easier to have 6 or 7 keyboards because you don't have to change patches. It's hard when you have one keyboard, you got to change patches and stuff. So I like it's easier. If I want to be lazy and not have to change the patches, then give me a lot of keyboards.
Do you like to play like a Yamaha Grand or those kind of pianos?
Yamaha, Steinway, yeah.
Anything with keys that are black and white.
Yeah.
And why is that? Why don't they ever come up and have green keys and yellow black keys? And what's wrong with them? We need some decorators out there working on these keyboards. Some more color in the act, huh?
Yeah, I guess.
Well, have you recovered from that last song?
I'm okay.
Before I send you into another one here, but you're playing. Well, you have played. Has he got any more dates left?
Yeah, well, actually, hi.
Hi,
John.
this is Kiki Wow
Yes.
from the famous Kiki Wow
wow.
from
This
running
is-
all of the music in the south end of the Monterey Bay.
Yeah, well, Robert Turner's a true wow representation. He's just finished. The way I met Robert was at Capitol Records. My boyfriend's a recording engineer, and he said he was recording Blues for Gene, his tribute to Gene Harris. And he said to me, "You should get Robert in the Monterey Jazz Festival." And I'm like, "I don't know anybody that's jazz, you know." So we got a hold. We're trying to get a hold of the right people. So thank you for your call out.
Tim Jackson would be the right person, yes, for sure.
Yeah.
So tell us about your albums.
Okay, well, that last song I did called Asia, that's on the CD I did in China called China Piano, and basically what I did was I just recorded all the Chinese songs in a jazz style.
Wow.
And and I'm glad I put Asia on here because I'm American, and so we got something for the American people to relate to. And I love playing that song. And then this is called Blues for Gene. Gene Harris is my favorite pianist. And actually, that was the first song that I played called The Way I Feel. He wrote that song. I wanted to do a Gene Harris tribute. Actually, Stu Shulman, we worked on this record together, and he died, and he was the one that said, let's call the record Blues for Gene. I said, okay. So I went in here and recorded some of his songs, and we got 11 songs on here. And this will be available online by June 20th.
Can you get a little more specific about where online?
Just iTunes, anywhere. iTunes,
Just
like
turn your computer on and it'll pop up.
You're on CD Baby right now.
Yes.
Do you have your own website?
Yes, robertturnerpiano.com.
Okay.
robertturnerpiano.com.
And I understand that the best copies are available there.
Well,
CD Baby.
just go up there
And buy stuff.
It's going to be everywhere.
All right. Well,
It's gonna
I
be
believe
everywhere.
you. I believe you.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of? There's a banjo player that spent 3 years over there named Abigail Washburn, and she sings in Chinese now, and she plays the banjo. You guys could be a great duo with your experience in China over there. Anyway, before we run out of time here, you got to go back to work, buddy. I'm sorry.
Yes, all right, I'm going to do the title track, Blues for Gene.
All right, perfect. Thank you. Well, I'm not usually speechless here, but man, Robert,
Thanks
fabulous,
so much.
really fabulous. Thank you so much for bringing yourself and your talent up here today. It's just been wonderful, and I'm going to work on this Tim Jackson Monterey Bay Jazz Festival and the club, and we'll see what we can do for you. I think you really deserve to be heard by a lot more people. I mean, we had 10 or 12 listening today, which, it's a good start.
We took 2 phone calls from people who were very delighted.
Yeah, and that doesn't happen all the time, I mean, when people call into this show, 2 of them?
2 of them.
That's pretty damn good. Pretty damn good.
Really?
He'll be back up here in September.
So you'll be back here in September.
Yeah, with Kiki. I'm going to be right with Kiki, y'all.
All right. We'll get you here. Maybe that would be a good time to have him go over to the jazz club, too. We'll find out. Thank you so much for your time and your music. It's been a real thrill for us here.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thanks
All right. And we're going to, speaking of thrills, John Craigie is coming up next. So